Welcome back to Arkansas Bigfoot, everybody. Guess what? It's still raining. But we are gonna come back here and try to get some of this checked out and baited back up and looked over because it's been 5 days, 6 days.
Too long.
Trying to wait on the water to go down and some of it to dry out, and we had a window of opportunity yesterday, but we couldn't get away from what we were doing to get out here, so here we are. And the first thing that I've been noticing walking back in here is there's a lot of trackways where the leaves are churned up where something has been walking through and moving through.
Could be good, but I'm not seeing any deer tracks yet.
You see that something white?
Oh, here we go again. Where at?
No, I mean, yeah, it's not that.
Oh,
It's
not that
something white.
I see something back there. I don't know what I'm seeing. Blue and white. Something tells me it'll be an adventure since it's been near a week.
Well, we got in a conversation last night. It seems like every time we focus on something or pay attention to it or make a comment about it, whether it's the blue blanket or the marbles or any kind of stuff like that, they have got to be eavesdropping or knowing what we're saying or doing, or
obviously understand English better than we understand Sasquatch.
yeah, the past month and a half I've been digging through boxes and stuff trying to figure out where we hid Rachel's rubber boots and could not find them. Looked everywhere and made a comment about it out here that we really need to get her another set of rubber boots. And got home that night and there were some nice coolers that somebody had set out to be thrown away. Well, you know, that's always handy for fishing or whatever, so I grabbed them and threw them in the back of the truck. And when I got to the house, there was a set of rubber boots, perfect, just her size. So, you know, you can write that off as coincidence, weird, strange happenings, but
I don't believe in coincidence.
we were literally,
What the heck is this?
literally just talking about that out here in the woods right before that.
This was not here. I don't know what they're building, but all right. Let's go find it. Find whatever.
We'll look at the,
I don't know. It's just weird. Everything's all tangled up now.
it's all moved again.
Junior's playground.
We're gonna have to come up with some names for these guys. We got Junior.
When we bear hunted with bait buckets, we used to walk into the woods and yell, "Hey, boo-boo," just to let them know we were there and we weren't going to get surprised and they weren't going to get surprised.
You know, we got Junior, and I think we'll call her Big Mama.
I've been calling her Mama. I don't know.
We'll call her Big Mama, and the
We always
great
called the big one, the
great
big guy.
one. I'm gonna call him Twinkle Toes.
Okay. I'm sure he'll appreciate that.
That's about all you find is just a big toe track or something. He must be on tippy toes out here. I'm gonna call him Twinkle Toes.
Okay. I feel like I've walked into the twilight
You're
zone
not
because
seeing.
all of this is different.
You're not seeing what I'm seeing.
I'm seeing it. I'm getting there. I'm just excited to be out here after a really long work weekend.
Now, this whole section up here had pretty much died off and was dead for about a month.
They wouldn't even take an apple out of here.
Well, I don't believe it's died off now.
Blue blanket. Is this like a signature and the feed sack?
Look at the limbs.
Oh, yeah. I don't even know what to make out of it, to be honest. There was zero energy being put up into this for the last month, so we quit messing with it. And rocks. Does that mean they want us to start using this again, or what does this mean?
I don't know. Is that like
And the little plastic cup that we had put the marbles and rocks, tumbled stones in.
I don't know. Is that his warning shot to fire off at somebody that's too close?
I don't know. If I know Junior,
That's about the size of the stuff that was being hurled at us.
We've got a stick inside.
My question is, where did it come from? Because there's no rocks right in here.
Yeah, it's covered in mud, so it's been dug up down there by the pond or somewhere. Maybe that back lane where I don't know.
I'm seeing something white on the ground over there, but I think that's just where something floated up from all that rain that washed through here, or
We'll check it.
jug or a bottle
I
or
know the
something.
blanket didn't wash up here, and the feed sack had
No,
been
that-
way over there across the creek.
Yeah, that feed sack was part of that stuff we found when we were looking at that campsite.
Well, do you want one of the apples here or one of the cornbread bags or something?
Well, I'll leave something here. Apparently they're using it again.
I just feel like every time they leave this blanket somewhere, it's kind of a signature. I'll leave one, yeah. Ooh. I'll take my way too big gloves off. Sorry.
Do you want it on the string, or do you want it up
I
just...
think back in the vine where we used to put
All
it,
right.
it's a little more secure. And it takes a little bit of strength to get it out. So you might have to put it in there. Keep your eye on the trees too, because that's the other thing that we noticed as soon as we were talking about them being up in the trees, or that a viewer had asked. It was right after that that we got that snapshot with them up in the trees. I don't know if I can do it. You want it? I'll hold it. Unless you want to pour it and hang it on the string.
I think we're just going to go with this right here. I'll just put it right up there.
Well, that I could have done. One thing I can say about Junior is he definitely makes his presence known.
So I'm thinking that little tree was probably already bent.
Yeah, it's not thin. But there's an X right below it.
Look here on the ground.
Yeah, and look right behind you, the big X right there under that tree. That wasn't there. Alright. And there's the wall. So I guess that means we go this way. Playing with him is like playing connect the dots. Which I'd rather do than have rocks chucked at me, so. He hasn't thrown any for a while, maybe he's
No, he
chilling
kind of
out.
calmed down from throwing stuff at us, so.
Well,
There's
yeah,
your
there's another.
another Y.
There's another.
Yeah, cold and wet and gets right into your bones.
Making my snout run. There's another one somewhere over there. I'm not sure what those triangles
Well,
mean.
this is loaded up with stuff.
He's been busy missing us. And missing his trees, probably. Maybe he's trying to earn them.
That was not there.
The tree.
Look at that. Live tree down in the ground. All the way up there. Crossing into an X. All the way back down. And tied in.
Just wrap it kind of.
I'm going to back up, stand under that just so they can see.
Oh, how tall? Right here?
We'll look at the ground anywhere. There's got to be something here.
Back up so I can see.
Right down through that path looks like something's been stomping in it. Something's been right in here.
There's sort of a print there, but there's no real definition. Not enough to ground it.
Oh, I'm not really seeing
Not down
anything right there.
Once in a while, I'll find a track right up
You know, look how dry.
at the base of the trees.
Look how dry that is compared to everything around it.
It's bone dry. But once in a while, at the base of the trees, maybe when they've been tree peeking or something, I'll find a foot. Or at least a deep impression.
All right, so the big double arch, do we go across the creek here or do we walk up that side? I'm not
I don't
sure.
know, I'm trying to figure out this framework. You see it? All
Well,
around this spot?
I'm walking through it.
I don't think we can. There's another egg. Little one.
All right, we need to warm our fingers up and take a pause for just a second.
We'll pick it right back up.
We'll
here.
pick it right back up on the next episode, guys, but
Him too.
we're seeing so much stuff, it's kind of overwhelming right at the moment,
What
so
happens when you're gone?
hang in there with us and we'll be back shortly. Thanks.